Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today we're gonna be setting up some disk configurations for this Lenovo x3650 Model 5, and it has a RAID controller inside and it's the model M5210. I have some disks that I want to put in it. The server has room for, what is that, 8 disks, and I have 2 regular SATA drives and they're like 146 gigabytes each. I want to put those in a mirror, I think. I have a couple of solid state disks. They're 50 gigabytes each. I am pretty sure they're defective, so we're gonna see how they handle that and if they're defective. I have 4 other solid state drives. They should be good. I want to put those in a RAID 5, and I have to press one here right now. So we're gonna be doing that, putting in these 8 drives and configure them up through the RAID controller and see how that looks. Here is the server. I've just altered this so it now says Lenovo x3650 Model 5. Over here is the disk trays, so these are all blanks. I'm just gonna get rid of those. Oh, apparently I have to press here to get them out. Get out, get out, get out. And we're gonna put in some disks instead. First we have these 2 rather normal SAS drives, 10,000 RPMs. We're gonna put those in. Hope they fit. Haven't tried that. And this was where the fun ended. I have these hard drives and they're really not meant for this server. These bays has been used by the Model 2, the Model 3 and the Model 4, and I was under the assumption that they would fit in the Model 5 as well, and well, they do fit, but they don't go in far enough. And I've been on checking it out on the internet, and there's another disk drawer for the Model 5, so it's rather embarrassing because I did not know that. I have looked online to see if I could get some new trays for them, and I can. They're available in China. They're rather expensive. They're $20 a piece for just the trays. So I've been in a very big dilemma here this past week because this Lenovo 3650, I would really like to show how to put in hard drives and make the RAID configurations on the RAID controller and things like that. But as mentioned, from the Model 4 to the Model 5, they have changed the drawers of the hard drives, so I cannot put these hard drive bays in. They're too wide. It's as if this part, the thing sticking out of over the hard disk, this metal thing, that's just the bits that's too long. I'm not sure this is not a good idea, but and if anyone asks you, you did not learn it here. I have removed the hard drives from the old base, put on a piece of gaffer so that I can get it out again, and in the server I have put a piece of cardboard, and I've turned off the server. It's blinking over here. It means that the server is off. So now I can slide in the disk, that way, and it actually goes in and connects with the plug in the bottom. This is not a good way. Don't do this to your enterprise environment, but yeah. I have started out by making 2 of these, so we can start by making the first RAID like that. So I'm gonna power on the server and see if it recognizes the hard drives. Let's just power it on. Powering on. Okay, I'm entering the BIOS to go through the BIOS and configure the disk. just gonna. Are you sure you want? Yes, we're gonna. Confirm. And yes. And okay. I'm clearing the configuration that's already on those disks. I hope. Okay, I managed to delete the old configuration from the hard drives. So this is what it looks like when you go into the BIOS. Let's just go out to the top. Go into adapters and Wi-Fi drivers. Wi-Fi drivers. Enter that and go down into the RAID controller, which is an LSI RAID controller. So let's go in there and we can configure management. And now when I have deleted the drives, I'm able to create things. We can create a virtual drive here, and we can, right now, because there's 2 drives there, we can create a RAID 0 or RAID 1. We're gonna create a RAID 1. I'm gonna make a mirror out of those 2 drives. Enter to that. There's a lot of options here. Guess that's okay. It's gonna use all the room and it's gonna use the default. We're gonna save configuration. Yes. And we can confirm that. Yes. And we should have successfully created our first RAID 1. I actually killed the server in the BIOS. It's absolutely dead right now. I'll have to reboot it. Okay, right now the server is booting and we've gone into the computer. You can see the screen right here. It's loading ESXi. But at one of my previous videos, I showed that inside the IMM adapter it's actually possible to configure the storage. And right now we have a storage problem. Both of the disks that I put in has predicted failures. I knew that. Both of the disks comes from servers that is where they have been exchanged because they had predicted failures. So let's see what this says. Never tried that before. Oh, we go directly into the storage controller. Very nice. We have the disk here. Warning and warning. Let's see what the RAID controller says. Okay, we have successfully created a RAID 1. That actually worked. So there's no more available disks. I just wanted to go in here and confirm that it had actually created the RAID 1 that we just configured out at the server itself. Let's put in some more disks. I'm gonna put in 2 other disks that has already failed, and those are solid state disks. And I wanna see what that looks like. We're gonna go back into the server room and I'm gonna show you how to make the inappropriate hack to get the disks in there. Well, so here I have 2 solid state drives. I'm removing the screws. I've already removed the screws on this one. And I have a couple of pieces of tape. That way I have a little strip of tape to pull the disc out with. I have now put the 2 drives in the server and I've rebooted the server for this to show up. And here is drive 2 and drive 3, and they're both health status is normal, but they're non-manageable drives to the IMM. I'm guessing right now it's only guesswork that the IMM is not able to configure these, so I'm gonna try and do that through the BIOS and see if there is any options there. So we're gonna try this boot option. Boot the server and press F1 to see how that works. Yes, okay. Right now the server is in VMware, but
hopefully it's just gonna boot in a little bit.
I have made 4 other solid state disks, or I just took them out of the trays and put on tape, so that's not a big deal. I hope that maybe these will show up in the RAID controller and it will be able to handle those. So I'm gonna go put those in the server. So this is what it looks like with my very creative hard disk thingy. Over here is the display, and it's actually showing 2 errors, and that's the 2 disks here that has predicted failures. That means that the system has foreseen that they're gonna be bad in a short while. We can see the errors. Hard disk number 2 has failed, which is kind of odd because this is hard disk number 2, and number 1 has failed, which according to the numbers is this one, but I'm guessing that it's this one. The display is not really following the numbers over here, which could be a disaster. Oh, hard disk number 1 has failed. I have to pull this one out, and that was the operating system or something like that. I wouldn't get much recognition for that. This is just a test setup, no harm done. Let's turn on this beast, and the lights diodes in here starts blinking.
So in here at the computer again, it seems that our 4 new drives has turned up here, which is kind of in the good department, right up here where we can configure them. And the 2 bad ones are down here where we can't touch them. I think there is already a configuration on these 4 things, so I want to know if I can do something with that. I can detect a foreign configuration, so let's see if we can select the storage. Okay, I have to select the storage device first, and then we'll detect foreign configuration. 2 foreign disk configurations was detected. You must import or clear these drives before they can be used. Let's try to import them and see what's there. Importing foreign... Oh, it failed. Those. Okay, that's not gonna happen then. It doesn't matter, I have no idea what that was. So we're gonna clear the foreign configuration. Okay. Oh, so it just deleted the 2 disks that I had already configured. That wasn't what I meant to do. This is a bad thing. If this was a working system, this would be one of the worst days ever. So good thing I'm just playing around on this test system, because that one would have been really stupid. We're gonna create a volume on that RAID controller. Next. Add members. Next. Create volume. Yes. Oh. Edit volume. I wanna give it some name. Let's call it the data 01. There's a lot of settings that you can tweak here. It would be a good idea to check those. I normally find that the default settings is good enough. Next, and finished. That means that we have created volume with the 2 disks that I just deleted. That wasn't too bright. Okay, I've been clicking around here and I couldn't find where to do anything with those drives. It turns out that over here is a button. It's very hard to see when you're not standing on that one, but if you click that one, you actually get some more options. I didn't really see that one. I'm gonna try and select one of the drives. There is change drive states, and that's only make drive as prepared for removal, make drive unconfigured bad. It's not really what I wanted. Then there is convert JBOD to unconfigured good, and I think that's more what we want. So I'm going to try that one and click. Am I supposed to do anything here? No supported JOB drives found. Crap. So that doesn't work. I'm not gonna be able to do anything with these in here. Let's see. I booted into the BIOS, so I'm hoping that maybe I can do something from within the adapter itself. So this is the first time I'm in here, so I'm just clicking along, finding everything. So now I actually found something that I think is usable. I found in here that if I go into this drive, the very first option in the top is operation. And if I click that, I can actually initialize the drive, I think. Initialize drive. Go. Are you sure? Yes. It may take several minutes. Okay. Might as well see if I can start the next one. It's initialize. Oh, there's a little progress thingy there. I'm not really impressed with this. It seems very messy and it's not completely clear what you have to do to get to a certain point. Right now I have these disks and they're really not working for me. And why did two of the disks want to be just a bunch of disks, okay, and the other two did not? Weird. And then I start to initialize them and I can't stop it again. The disks are right here. These are unconfigured good. All of them are. But the last two, they say they're now initializing. Which is a bit weird. Because I have really tried to stop that and nothing has happened. I then tried to go into the IMM adapter and over here they're just all unconfigured good and that looks good. So I'm gonna see if I can make a drive out of those. Create volume on that one. Next. And here are the 4 drives. And I can only select RAID 1, RAID 10, RAID 00, and RAID 1E. I really wanted something like a RAID 5. Apparently the RAID controller don't have the right code for RAID 5. So I want to see if I can go get a trial code for the RAID controller. Here are the red books for the RAID controller. The M5210 is the one that we are playing with. And there's a nice picture of it right there. And down here is the codes that we need. We need a feature code for this one. No idea if I can get a trial of that. Well, let's give it a shot. See if there's anything good about that here. There's a lot of information here. Okay, I found my way to the site where you can get the trial keys for your Lenovo/IBM systems. And I am gonna be signing in right here. I'm now signed in. And let's see if we can get one of these trial keys. I have to put in some information here. We want that one. And I'll just put in the information down here. Okay, I have put in the personal information and now I just want to know the machine type. And well, we are dealing with that one. And if you don't know where to get that, let's cancel that. And system status. It's a 5462. So let's put that in. And the machine serial number. That's a drag because, as I have said in a previous video, I'm not able to cut and paste these. I really wanted to cut and paste this serial number and just put it in. But now instead, I can try and memorize this. And how hard is that? Let's see, 06DT and then DNA. 06DT. 06D. Oh, I've already used that, so it actually remembers that. Nice. Okay, I just had to confirm that.
I didn't show that because all my personal information was on that page. Now we can download it and we can have it emailed. And I'm just gonna select both. I'm gonna type in my secret email here and be right back. And now when I submitted that, I get the option of saving the key, and I did so. It's already there. So let's go unpack that. Here is the key that I have downloaded. So let's open that and close that. And it just reveals a single file that we'll put in there. Close that down again. Go back. And then we go into IMM management and activation key management. And we add a key, select file. And I put that under temp.
and there's the key. Open. Okay. And we get another key. And the reason I choose exactly that key is that the RAID controller has no cache installed. So I had to get the key without cache. This key should be able to do a RAID 5, but without any cache on it. So let's go back into the RAID controller and see if we get some new features and options now. Here, and we don't get anything yet. Maybe we have to reboot before this works. We'll try both. I'll reboot the server and reboot the IMM and be right back. Okay, the server has booted and we're gonna log in. And we're gonna go into the local storage right there, and we're gonna create our volume. Select, next. And we're gonna select our 4 drives, and now we are able to select RAID 5. And how do we go next? Comes to a total of 180 gigabytes. Let's call this data 2. Did I call the first one? Forget. Next. Finish. Creating new volume. It may take 0 minutes to complete. Okay. And the volume completed. We can now close it. So now we have the first one, which was the boot thing, and we now have the RAID 5 containing of the 4 solid state drives. Each of the solid state disks was 60 gigabyte drive, and 4 of them in a RAID 5 comes to a total of 176 gigabytes.
Out here in the server room, we still have errors on the 2 first disks over here, 1 and 2. They're predicted bad disks. They're gonna fail within soon. The system has encountered 2 errors. Let's see those. And it's still hard drive number 1. And that's a bit confusing because hard drive number 1 is really hard drive bay 0 over here. And number 2 is then number 1. I have found another hard disk and took it out of the tray, and it's exactly the same model as this one. So we're gonna try and replace number 1 failed with this. This should be a good hard drive. Let's take this out. These are hot pluggable. Just comparing them, they have the same numbers. So I'm gonna plug this one in. And it's spinning up now. Right now the system has encountered 3 errors instead of 2 errors. So now we're back down to 2 errors. Still 1 and 2. So I think we have to go to the computer to see this error disappear, or maybe it will disappear. System has encountered 1 error, so maybe it's already good. Now it's only hard drive number 2 that has failed. Number 1 is good now. I put those up in a RAID 1, so it's a mirror. I haven't put any data on these, so if they contained a lot of data, it would be synchronizing right now and probably doing that for hours and hours and hours. These 2 disks, number 2 and number 3, they didn't work at all, and I kind of knew that because these disks was bad, really bad. They had died in the server. It's a bit of a shame because it's 50 gigabyte SSD disks, original IBM thingies, and as I remember it, they weren't that cheap. They don't work anymore. Even though they didn't work, the system is now complaining about them now being missed. So now hard drive number 4, 3 and 2 has failed. Kind of weird. Yeah, this is about the video I'm gonna be doing on making a RAID on this server. It turned out to be more difficult than I had anticipated. I have never tried this RAID controller before, and to be quite honest, it was a bit, I'm not sure if I like it. I've kind of gotten used to configuring the RAID controller with a mouse and being able to see those things, and it's a bit It's different when you have to do it in like DOS mode. We figured it out, but I did delete working array at some point, and that would have been a bad day, really bad day. I'm lucky that this is just a play system. That's a good reason to try this out before you do anything stupid on a production environment. Really, it's just a few clicks and you have a week more of work in front of you because you just deleted the array. Thank you for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and go over and join me over at Google Plus, where I post pictures and stuff from upcoming projects. I'm trying to add as many of you as I can. If I haven't added you yet, just add me and I'll add you back. Have a really nice day. Bye bye.